Um, alrighty. And yeah, this. I said I had this thing zoomed in, and then completely lost that setting. So there we go.
You messed it up.
Well, it's one of those things. I will figure it out eventually. But just looking. I'm gonna adjust the camera. You guys want to put on some little party lights?
No.
No party lights.
No, it's gonna screw up the camera.
You think it'll screw up the camera?
I do think it'll screw up the camera.
Because I mean they're all over here. You can't really see them.
I know, but I do think it'll screw up the shot. It's gonna reflect off the shrine.
Okay. Well, hi everybody. I see people tuning in. Yeah, we've got kind of a late start, but it happens sometimes. It's been one of those weird weeks. You know what? We are going to need to turn the fan down, and we're going to try and turn the lights down at some point. Now, what Darren was just and I were just debating is I got more Ramadan lights, and I wanted to plug things in. Yeah. And what's really cool about it is I had plugged them in just to test them out and out in the living room. Darren rolls in and he knew what they were, but he said, I saw lights and I just got happy. So yeah, well, there's something about party lights. So it doesn't matter what where they come from. There's just something universal. So howdy. I see Oracle and Storm and some other folks. Hey, I have things to do during the service. I'll be happy to listen. Awesome. Well, glad to have you, Ashley. I'm sure we will make it entertaining for you. So let me just come across and we'll try it out and see what happens. Because like the main set that I have is right here. Like I said, I bet you're not even going to see, but okay, I see a little bit of light reflecting off of the JED column, and then of course when Darren turns the lights down completely, you see like all of these. I'll move the camera just for a moment so you can see in this corner all of the funky, pretty lights that we have. So there you go, in that little corner in front of the library. So all those red and green and blue lights. So let me get it back to its normal spot. I actually have taped X's on the floor where the tripod feet are supposed to go, which actually is something that you don't have to turn it all the way off, but just put it on not the bottom button, but the second from the bottom. That's low. So, all right. Well, you guys will have to tell me if you think the lights are too distracting. And sarcastic is home. You're home from the summer. Get to burn real incense. Awesome. Are we having a rave? I didn't know we're having a rave ritual tonight. There actually, I think, for certain goddesses, that would be appropriate. Huh?
It's either rave or Christmas.
Huh. Well, actually, think about this, guys. One of Hathor's roles is, thinning the veil. If you think about drunkenness and revelry, and she's, goddess of the West, that's a liminal state, and of course she's also a patroness of dancing and music, so a rave would be appropriate. So I think for Hathor, or even possibly for Bast, a rave ritual might not be, too out of place. So food for thought.
You get those two ladies together, you've got a party.
Yep. Oh, okay. All right. Well, Kai Sobek, oh, you're at the movies. Hey, I hope you're going to see Top Gun, man. You need to see that. It's awesome. So we got a request for Kai Sobek for when we get to that point to get a divination, and of course prayers for aunt and grandmother, and we'll definitely do that. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Yeah. And we'll. I'm so glad that you guys are tuning in. We've got folks that are either at a friend's house or going to the movies or this or that, but they're trying to tune in and listen. And
thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you guys so much, and we love you for it. And we'll, just put in a message if you want a divination, and certainly, because we're honoring Aset, I think she would be happy to do one for you. So, we'll get our little rave going. So, hang on. Stay hydrated. So, here we are. It just occurred to me. You said you needed a pick-me-up. I know one thing that'll do it. These cool waters are upon my hands, and they purify me. Stephnut purifies me. Hail unto you and the truth. We come to you without falsehood and without evil. Our purity is upon our hands, our purity is within our hearts, and we cast out all evil that pertains to us. We are pure. We are pure. We are pure. We are pure. Hair, have a towel. Dude, it's just a tap water, man.
It's cold, man.
Well, like I said, you needed to pick me up. There you go. Here we go. That ought to help with that. Okay. All righty. I'm going to start with the main light, but then we're going to light some other lights because we are honoring the Aset Luminous, and it's always fun when we can turn the lights down for that one. So. Come in peace, bright eye of Horus. Come in peace. Receive the light. The eye of Horus shines like Ra in the twin horizons, and evil hides in fear of it. Receive the light. The eye of Horus destroys the enemies of Ra and all of their abodes, till none remain. Receive the light. The eye of Horus comes to the four corners of the world, to everyone who's tuning in now and who will be in the future. This eye of Horus comes to all of us, and we are purified with it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
Okay. We'll light our alabaster votives. Here we go. Okay. And, this would be a great project. I'm going to kind of toss this one out for you guys. The idea of making little boats for tea light votives to float, for observances like the Aset Luminous, because I just put something together with a little bit of tinfoil so we can float it in our bowl of water. But if anybody comes up with some kind of cool idea with foil, paper mache, whatever, wherever your creativity takes you, that would be great for videos, a workshop somewhere, and tell you what, one day if we ever get access to someplace with a pool, we're going to have a fun little festival. So that's just food for thought. You arise in the Kepri, O Ra, spreading your light upon the earth. You set in peace in the mountains of Manu as a tomb, bringing your light to Duat. Shine upon earth as you do in heaven and Duat. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who came from Nun at the first time, for such is your uniqueness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Hu at your left side, for such are the words you commanded. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Sia at your right side, for such is your great wisdom. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, whose Hika goes before you, for such is your ability. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who rules with Ma'at upon your brow, for such is your righteousness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, and hail and praise unto you, O Aset, mother of the god, to Mut, mistress of the Isheru, and to Tawret, and her feast of Ipip, and to Bast. O Yenachuru, you lords of life and lords of love, grant us life, well-being, and health. May our eyes perceive your goodness and our hearts receive your wisdom. May you shine upon us as you traverse the sky, that we may bring to you Ma'at and cast out Asfet. And may you guard us from the evil one through the dark hours of the night, your protection being before us and your strength being within us. Take these, your cool waters, which are the inundation, that they may cool your hearts. O Yenachuru, these waters are the eye of Horus, that your hearts may be refreshed. Milk, milk, may you taste it in your shrine. May your hearts be refreshed with it. We bring you this milk that comes from the great flood, O Yenachuru, that you may be purified with it. Sandalwood. We bring you incense. We bring you incense, great purity. This incense is the eye of Horus, and its fragrance comes to you. It cleanses you. It adorns you. It takes its place upon your hands. What you need to do? We give to you this eye of Horus, and its fragrance comes to you. Take this, your bread on which gods live. This bread is the eye of Horus, so you need to do. Lift it to your faces and be at peace with it. The gardens prosper, and Hapi rejoices, overflowing with his meal. We fill the eye of Horus be with wine, O Ra. Oyinechuru. Drink and be pure. The doors of heaven and the doors of earth are open with libations for you within this house. May your faces be refreshed with your libations, your wine, and your water. Boo, I haven't even lit the myrrh yet. Pure is Ra Horaketi within his house. Pure is Aset, great of magic, within her house. Mut, mistress of Isheru, within her house. Tawret, within her house, and Bast within her house. Pure are the cause of all of these gods, with this good myrrh that is given. Jehuti proclaims it. It is written in his house of sacred words. Hapi gives in abundance, thousands of offerings, all good and pure things. For Ra Horaketi, for Aset, for Mut, for Bast, for Tawret, in every place that their immortal cause dwell. Come to your body, O Ra Horaketi. Come to your body, O Aset, O Mut, O Tawret, O Bast. Come to your bodies, O Yenichiru, and come to your invocation. Come unto us, your servants, who are mindful of your feasts and your offerings. Bring your power, your hika, your honor, and your ba to these your offerings, and partake of them. Come, O people, raise these offerings before the faces of these gods. Lift the offerings before Ra, before Aset, before Mut, before Tawret, Bast. All life comes from them. All health comes from them. All stability comes from them, and all good fortune comes from them as it has since the first time. A tight space there, but we got it. Ora Horaketi, and your son, the Osir Nisu Nebkeperura. Your foes retreat from you. And Horus turns himself to his eye. Turn yourselves to these, your offerings, and receive them from our hands. And now, from the table of the gods to the table of the blessed dead. We light for them this candle, that it may be the eye of Horus that lights their way in Duat. And we bring them these pure waters from the table of Osiris, that their hearts may be refreshed. Including those that are recently flown west. We have a beloved pet that we want to remember tonight, Calliope. And our friend Wally Burr's wife passed away earlier this week. And yeah, she slipped into a diabetic coma and never came out. So, yeah. But now they can be together and be catty. They can be catty to each other again. And because she was quite the feisty individual, and I think Wally had kind of a thing for feisty women, so carry on. As we remember them. Horikeru ta henket kakao after senator Kutnebet nofret wabet anchet nashraim in kawan akupunivu maakanivu hiranachra. A voice offering of bread and beer, 1,000 of beef and fowl, incense, oils, and all good and pure things on which God lives, for the cause of all of these Aku, all true of voice before the great God. And now we come unto you, O Ra, as Jehuti comes, our hands joined under Ma'at. Ma'at has come to be with you in every place where you are. An offering of Ma'at is made unto you, that your heart may be pleased and your Ka shall live. Truly, your Aeneid has Ma'at, for they know you live in her. The Aeneid says unto you, your word is law, eternally. This fat is cast out by your word. Rejoicing is yours every day. Ma'at has taken her place in your shrine. And may we always act with gentility and compassion, for such is the first Ma'at. May we always offer charity and hospitality, for such is the second Ma'at. May we always respect consent and fidelity, for such is the third Ma'at. May we always avoid violence and promote wellness, for such is the fourth Ma'at. May we always speak words of truth, for such is the fifth Ma'at. May we always promote the public good, for such is the sixth Ma'at. May we always act humbly and with temperance, for such is the seventh Ma'at. May we always honor our gods and respect others, for such is the eighth Ma'at. May we uphold Ma'at like Jehuti. We may witness Ra's perfection every day. Okay. That's funny. I have these two lights that alternate between blue and red when they're blinking correctly, but sometimes they get stuck, and instead of blinking, they just shine purple. So it's kind of interesting. But,
Yeah, I was going to ask, do you have lights on?
yeah, I've got little
Good question.
yeah. No, there are these. I tell you what. Let me tilt the camera so you guys can see. But
If you listen very closely, you can hear rave music.
well, maybe not quite, but there you go. So yeah, we've got.
That gives a nice touch.
Yeah.
All right, instead of techno, they're shaking cestrums. But,
You know, there are some techno artists that are native Egyptian, and they even have a broadcast that they do called Future Sound of Egypt. If you look for that on YouTube, you can find it. And Ali and Fila is the group, and one of their albums, it's all techno, but it's got tracks like Spirit of Ka, Eye of Horus and stuff like that. Like I said, it's all techno. So yeah. Huh? Yeah.
She was using to herself the boots and pants, but then she was like, wait a minute, they're Egyptian, they don't have either. Yeah.
Well, no, you'd be surprised. I mean, so modern Egypt, it is not, they have a lot of the same things we do, and so I look forward to one day being able to travel there and have some music conversations. Huh? What?
She was musing about ancient Egyptians.
Oh yeah, ancient Egyptians, yeah. But I'd love to be able to go to modern Egypt, go see all the sites, but be able to talk music with people, and before the pandemic, actually, and you can go on YouTube and you can find this. They did a concert in front of the Great Sphinx and the Great Pyramids, and it was a techno concert, and I think Future Sound of Egypt was hosting it, but they had like some Dutch DJs there, like oh gosh, what's his name? Armin van Buren was like the main DJ that they had, and he put like this whole show together, and so it's really kind of funny to see all that stuff going on in front of the pyramids of Giza. So yeah. Some of the stuff that we watched, during the lockdown. So now we will read a hymn or two to Isis. Aset the Great, Mother of the God, Lady of Philae, God's wife, God's adorer, God's hand, Mother of the God, Great Queen, adornment, Lady of ornaments and of the shrine, Lady and desire of the green fields, nursling who fills the shrine with her beauty, fragrance of the shrine, mistress of joy, who runs her course in its sacred place, rain cloud that greens the fields when she descends, maiden sweet of love, mistress of Upper and Lower Egypt, who issues orders among the Aeneid, princess, great of praise, lady of charm, whose face loves the trickle of fresh myrrh. She is the one who pours out the inundation, which makes all people live and green plants grow, who provides sacred offerings for the gods and voice offerings for the Ach spirits, because she is Lady of Heaven, and her husband is Lord of Duat, and her son is Lord of the land. Her husband is the pure water, renewing himself at Biga at his time. She is Lady of Heaven, Earth, and Duat, having brought them into being through what her heart conceived and her hands created. She is the Ba, which is in every city, watching over her son Horus and her brother Osiris. And to Mut. Praise unto Mut, Lady of Heaven and Mistress of Amun's house. Lovely of hands, she shakes her sistrum. Her voice is sweet. Her sweet voice is pleasant to the heart. She illumines the worlds with her rays, and she causes all lands to prosper. Unique one without equal, eternity belongs to her. Great and one in heaven, great of dread, foremost of the Aeneid, mistress of the two lands, who shines on all faces like Ra. And okay. Bast, hail and praise unto you, Abastet, Lady of Love, Lady of Life, daughter of Atum, firstborn of the Lord of all, greatest goddess, Lady of Heaven, mistress of all the gods. You open the movements of Shu, for he is your messenger. You slaughter with your arrows, and you slay the evil one, and seize the hearts of the wicked foes. Lady of the shrine, foremost of the sacred fields, mistress of perfume, mistress of joy. O Eye of Horus, O Eye of Ra, Uraeus, whom Ra loves, protect us until the dawn. And may you take unto yourself those your servants who have gone west to be with you again. And may they assist you in your work, protecting Ra and protecting us in the dark hours before the dawn. Oh, goodness. Yeah, there's no. And hail unto you, O Tawret, greatest goddess, great of magic, protectress of women and children, guardian who sees Ra through in the twin horizons between sunset and sunrise. Okay, now I'm going to scroll through and see. Oh, you ordered a Pride Onk shirt. Awesome. Yes, there should be a link to either that or to the actual Zazzle store on every time I do the description for the videos. I put in some links in there, so there's like a link to my most recent book because Lulu did away with their storefront thing the way I used to have it. So if you just go to that book link, it'll bring you. You can go find all the others. And oh, Serrano, you got your statues fixed. Awesome. Let's see. Okay. All right. And Storm, you need a prayer. I'm looking for more pagan friends and connections. Pray that they will be guided my way. Definitely. For all of us. If you're still in Louisiana, you got a couple right here. So. And sarcastic. Hey to the fam. And Leon, this is my first time here, but my sister recommended me here, and I'm interested since she's at work. But wonderful, welcome. Yeah. Okay, the glare doesn't look too bad. That's cool. Yeah. There, that's the lake. We're doing a candle ceremony for Girl Scouts there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've got the sequence on this this particular leopard material had those and occasionally because they're glued on, occasionally one will come off, and so I'll find them in various places. But yeah, and Guilherme, es podia colocar in Portuguese. No, this is not on Zoom right now. This we're just on. Well, actually, there's the YouTube, but then there's there's a Facebook group, and I'll have to invite you in on that too. Metal Kepler music. I've heard about that, but that kind of just correctly. Okay, cool. Ask a prayer for the gods for my dad's health. He's struggling with difficult health problems. Absolutely, yes. So definitely let's say some prayers. If anybody else has prayer requests, because I know we have folks that need help with healing and with work and finding love and friendship. People who are dealing with loss. And we ask all of these ladies in their compassion, which knows no bounds, especially Lady Aset. And I think the others are like, hey, what about us too? And Tawret, who has such a wonderfully bubbly, squeaky voice on Moon Knight. I think that was the only thing that really seemed to fit was the sweet personality that Tawret had. I think it fits. But
yes, it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and so when she comes in, hi, I'm like, oh my goodness, yeah, that would be her. so, so we ask her um, to please look after those who are struggling with their health. Our friend's dad, may he find recovery, uh, and all of those that are in our circle and that we love that are dealing with health issues. You know, we ask you to grant them life, prosperity, and health, alertness, favors, and affection, and make our eyes to see you every day as those who keep you in their hearts. Guard our mouths in speaking, come to us and give us counsel, and give breath to those who are wretched. Set the oppressed free, and let your blessings surpass all wealth. In your most holy names, and Isheru. And did I miss the bowl for the cookies? I think I did. Oh well, we'll just end up with a big pile of cookies. So, I'm going to be good to you. I'm not going to use any cool waters on you, even though it is my temptation to do so. You okay? Hold on just a sec. What's up? Is your hand locked up? Does that help any? Okay. Okay, you all right? Okay. All right, well, let me know if you need something. Okay, it looks like, yeah, Darren said his hand locked up for a second. It looks like it's doing a little better now. Give it a minute. You may have had it kind of bent weird while you were dozing. Like I said, I'm going to be good. I'm not going to give you any more cool waters. You know, even though I think some folks on the chat would love to hear that, but we're going to be good. So, okay. Earlier we had gotten a request from Kai Sobek because he couldn't stay, but he wanted, of course, prayers for long life and health and prosperity for his grandmother and his aunt that are very close to him.
Throw himself in that list too.
Yes, and for him too. Yes, life, prosperity, and health for our friend Kai Sobek, and a divination for him. Yeah. Oh, he got two. So when he gets a chance to tune in later, or scroll back or something, I've got to find the other cookie. Where did it land?
It's right there in front of you.
Oh, here we go. Well, it was under some vantage point. So. Okay. All right. So his first one. Doubt is the beginning, not the end. Oh, bless you there. Yeah. Doubt is the beginning, not the end of wisdom. That's good observation for us all.
Now we need one for everybody.
Okay. Well, hang on, because this we gotten a request earlier, and he ended up getting two. So when he checks back in with us or somebody relays to him, wow. Okay, so we need to tell Kai Sobek they have a message for him, because here's the second one. Conquer your fears. Otherwise, your fears will conquer you. Now, let me read these two back to back. Doubt is the beginning, not the end of wisdom. Conquer your fears. Otherwise, your fears will conquer you. So I think that they're trying to tell you, whatever you're afraid of, don't be.
Go find out.
Just go find out. Yeah.
Get your answers. Don't think. Find the answer.
Yeah. Or, for those of you that were watching Top Gun Maverick, don't think, just do. So.
Fear is the path to the dark side.
I would like information.
Alrighty. And I see some other ones. So let me slip in Setas and then.
One for everybody.
Okay, so Darren wants one for everybody.
And then after the one for everybody, I would like one.
Okay.
No.
Tell you what. So guys, hang on, because like I said, I see the icons on the screen, and what I'll do is I'll catch these three, and then pick up with Wolf first, because it looks like yours is the first in the list. So, alrighty. So, Seta. Seta, energy spent now preparing for tomorrow is sure to bear tasty fruit.
Thank you.
And Darren had requested one for everyone. Was that for everyone or just for you?
No, everyone.
For everyone, okay. So this is for everyone, especially those that tune in later and aren't able to ask in real time. And it says, domestic conditions demand your attention.
Some of y'all got to do dishes.
Domestic conditions demand your attention. Darren, do you need some attention?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, I do.
Yeah.
That's not for broadcast. But
How do you know?
Universe telling us
That's that fans only page I've been talking about.
wait, huh? Was it, what were you saying?
that's the universe telling us all to be productive.
I think the sense that I'm getting is take care of matters at home. Don't leave them to build unnoticed, or
And think about something.
Hmm.
Your home is your base of operations. Your home is your place of refuge. It's your place of creativity. Your home is your foundation. Take care of it.
Yeah. Well, and appropriate, because Isis and Osiris were the model of, a house well founded, as a couple of spells put it. So
And vast, of course.
yeah.
Be
So
in the hearth of every home.
yeah. So tend to domestic conditions demand your attention. And so you needed one next. And like I said, then we're going to pick up with Wolf and then everybody else down the list. So, okay. This is interesting, Yamane. Character development. It says character development is the true aim of education.
Probably meaning having a whole lot of introspection right now.
I doubt it.
Well,
You don't introspect very well. I think it's time you hit the books, kid.
Yeah,
Darren, are you being sarcastic?
Maybe. Sarcastic's being sarcastic.
Hey, what did that one say again?
It said, character development is the true aim of education.
Stop using it inside. Start using it
Well, if you decide to go back to school, I don't know. That can take many different forms.
Education is, a broad term.
That's a broad category. So, okay, all right, and now, okay, and Storm is on his phone. Can't find that. Yeah. Be careful when you ask for the initiator to slap you upside the head and help you know who you can work with.
Yeah. They can step into shit.
Okay, so, all right. Okay, then you need the link for the Facebook group. I tell you what, let me see if I can get that real quick. Since I'm standing over here, I can get to the window. Here it is. Let's. All right, that's the Facebook group. I just put the link for that. Now, if you request to join the Facebook group, make sure you put a message in there about, because there's some questions. It's just so I don't get people that are like, into conspiracy theories and weird stuff. And you think we have a problem with that? The Sumerian group really has to, weed out a whole lot of that stuff, boy. But just let me know that I shared the link in the service, and you saw that, and so that way I know. Okay, yeah, and just slip you in. Okay, prayers, watching over myself and my sister, just in love and always guiding our way. Absolutely, yeah. And let's see, we'll start with Wolf, then Blue Conlin, and Serrano. And we ask our most lovely goddesses to watch over Leon and his sister. And Ashley for love. Can we get a divination from Hathor? Okay, so actually it's Wolf, then Ashley, then Blue Conlin, and then Serrano.
Let me know when it's time to offer prayers.
Okay, well,
did I sleep through that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we can still do that. That's, something that I learned on the powwow trail, because they specifically said that, because I will joke about running on pagan time. Well, Indian time is the same thing, and someone at a powwow said once, the reason why this happens is because we're not worried about the number on the clock. We're worried about everybody being ready, and so we do this until everybody's gotten the divination that they need, or the prayers that they need. That's what we're here for. So Wolf, bring something up from the back burner. So whatever it is, bring something up from the back burner. Maybe time to look at something.
Now, are we talking about our wolf or Black Wolf?
No, our wolf and Arkansas wolf.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. And Ashley for life.
What's up, Wolf?
Okay. Just one this time. Okay. Ashley, everything is possible, just not so probable.
Ashley, you're worried about a bunch of nonsense.
Everything is possible, just not so probable.
Ashley, you live your life in the realm of what if. What if is the perfect recipe for anxiety.
Well, what was it you said about
Anxiety begins with anxiety ends in a question mark. Reality ends in a period.
Yeah. So there you go. Everything is possible, just not so probable. Okay, so next was Blue Conlon. And that one was waiting. I think by the time we're done, Mut and Aset will be floating on a sea of fortune cookies. This is interesting. Blue Conlon, better is the enemy of good.
Don't settle. Don't go half-ass. Put something into it.
Yes. Don't just be good. Go for better.
No.
Or better. Better is the enemy of good.
Better is the enemy of good. Everybody wants to do a little bit better and they think that's okay. No. Don't go for better. Go for all of it. Do something. When your life is over, you're going to look back and you're going to go, I really shouldn't have been satisfied with better. I should have freaking went for it.
Or you know what? I think I know what this something else occurred to me as you were talking about this, and it kind of made me think of my two brothers for a minute. But don't worry about being better than something outside of yourself. Be good. Worry about yourself and be the best.
Meet your standard, not somebody else's.
Yeah. So
better than you is for bullies. Good for you is for you.
Yes. So better is the enemy of good.
But the same thing applies. Don't worry about being better than somebody else. Be you.
Yeah. Because see, my youngest brother is always complaining about something that our other brother, the middle one, does. And as I've joked before, Roger's autobiography is going to be titled, "But John Paul does this." So don't do that sort of thing. Okay, so Serana and then Sarah. Yep, both of my brothers are at a Brooks and Dunn concert tonight.
They'll hold hands and kiss during Neon Moon, and then they go back to hating each other.
Oh, wow. Serana, this fortune cookie is empty.
Serana? That's their way of saying the choice is yours. You know the answer. Do what needs to be done.
Yeah. So, all right, Sarah and then Alejandro. No way. So we go from no fortune cookie to we have 3 cookies pop out for Sarah. So here's the first one. Business is a lot like playing tennis. If you don't serve well, you lose. So I guess a little bit of career advice. Now,
Well, we don't know anything yet.
yeah.
Gotta open the other two.
Yeah. Okay. And the second one. Do not wish to be anything but what you are, and try to be that perfectly. Now there's one more. We're just gonna have to put them over on the other side here. Everything you are against weakens you. Everything you are for empowers you. So, putting these in order, it looks like. Yeah, that was weird. Everything you are against weakens you. Everything you are for empowers you. Do not wish to be anything but what you are, and try to be that perfectly. Business is a lot like playing tennis. If you don't serve well, you lose.
Oh my God. No pun intended. Read those again. They're so significant.
Alrighty, here you go. Do not wish to be anything but what you are, and try to be that perfectly. Everything you are against weakens you. Everything you are for empowers you. Business is a lot like playing tennis. If you don't serve well, you lose.
Okay, look, this is the first time I have ever heard people saying, everything you love, go for it. Everything that you can't stand, run from. That includes people. And what you must do is stop trying to make everybody happy. What you must do is be yourself 1,000%, because that's not only going to take care of you personally, they're talking about money too here. So you're going to have to make a lot of people unhappy and learn to be you. And everything that you know you can't stand, get rid of it. It's time to let it go. That's in every facet of your life, your people, your friends, your social media, everything. If it ain't good, it's got to go.
There you go, Sarah.
That doesn't happen very often, but wow.
Yeah, they had a lot to say to you this time. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I know I'm kind of, there's going to be a bit of a backlog between the comments and where I'm at, because where I have the chat, I'm trying to make sure I don't miss any. Oh, come on. There we go. So now we're on Alejandro, then 9/11, and then sarcastic, and then stormy. So, okay, cool. I see a list. Let's see, Ashley Blue, sir. Okay, so Sarah. Yeah, Alejandro. Okay. Yeah. Just trying to keep track of everything. So now we're on Alejandro, and that one just sort of waiting to come out. Alejandro, Do you know that the busiest person has the largest amount of time? Huh. Do you know that the busiest person has the largest amount of time? I get the sense that you're worried about, being busy and not having enough time for certain things. You may have more time than you think. So then, and what I found is sometimes you just have to say, you know what, I have to make this a priority. The rest of it can wait.
That applies to all of us.
Yeah, it does. And the busiest person.
Especially.
Why, Darren? Are you suggesting?
Yep.
Yeah, I kind of figured, but yeah. So, there you go. And 9/11. Should we just say what 9? Because
I'd rather just say 911.
Now I'm thinking of a 911 sushi roll.
Oh man, don't tempt me. I love one of those.
Oh, you do?
I really would love one.
All right, well. 911. Each bird likes his own nest best. So, time to take care of home. Each bird likes his own nest best.
That's a lot of folks' message tonight.
Yeah.
Take care of home. And given everything that's going on, that's not only advice, that's a warning, y'all. Think about it.
Take care of home.
We got a COVID resurgence and monkeypox at the same time. So don't sneeze on a monkey and don't kiss one either.
I mean, there's so many jokes are just like trying to form in my head and just rolling in the background. But you know what, though? Another thing, though, if there's any bit of advice that I would give is you know how we were all keeping like back stock of things in the pantry during the lockdown and all that? This seems like a good habit to keep because you never know when you're going to show up and something's going to be out in the grocery store for whatever reason. Oh, well, there was, a strike in Timbuktu or something. And so, oh, shoot, we're going to be out for a little while. Lots of randomness and things like that have happened. And for those of us where it can affect us, hurricane season is upon us. So, take care of things at home, take care of your own nest, and that way you're in a better position to, weather the storm, whether it be metaphorical or literal.
Yeah.
So that's our thought for the evening. But next up, sarcastic and then storm.
No way.
Yes, it's kind of funny we talk about weathering the storm, but not that storm. Our storm is okay. But first is I was just sarcastic.
Yeah.
No way. There we go. Sarcastic? Beware the fury of a patient man. Darren, I want to say you've gotten that once before, I think, but beware the fury of a patient man.
Yeah, but I think they were warning me of me.
In this case,
sarcastic, you're keeping people waiting Get off your butt and take care of things. Not necessarily for them, but for you. Because their actions are going to be determined by yours. So stop being afraid and do stuff. You're holding up the show.
There you go. Okay, now to Storm.
If it says in every light the little rainbows fall, I'll do that.
Okay, wow. Actually, Storm is our fellow Lions Camp alum.
Storm, when are you and I going to talk, buddy?
Okay, well, I'm hooked up with him on Messenger. We'll just have to get together sometime because I think you guys might have just missed each other. Unless if you were there in '95, was that your last year? Was '95?
Yes.
So, okay, well, it's going to end up, like I said, so they're going to be floating over a sea of fortune cookies before we're done. But, okay, your first one. Be satisfied with what you already own. Now, there's one more. Everyone agrees you are the best. So everyone agrees you are the best. Be satisfied with what you already own.
Now, let me go a little deeper here. This is for Storm, but this is a life lesson here for everybody. Be satisfied with what you already own. There's something deeper here. Take time to breathe in and appreciate what you really have. Sometimes it's not your stuff, but sometimes it is your stuff. It can be both.
Mm-hmm.
Take time to really sink in and appreciate what you've got. Breathe it in. And the other thing is, if you think you've lived a good life, you probably have. And if you think you've got good character, you probably do. And most folks around you know that. So, and from this point forward, go ahead and make sure that your loved ones and the folks that are around you have what they have. And, you get to share with them those words and those moments. It's really, really important that you do that. No matter where you're at in your life, take a minute. Tell the people you love that you love them. And tell the people that you love and you need them to get straight that they need to get their shit together. It's important.
Okay. Okay, and okay, yes. So, all right. So next, I see Gray Roses, and then Leon, and okay, Redcap. I see you began working with Set more officially. Can I have a general divination? Okay, yeah. Well, so it's funny. We were mentioning siblings. Of course, Isis and Set are siblings that don't always get along, but
siblings not get along? Really?
Yeah, I know, really.
No, siblings always get along.
Yes, and of course Darren knows all about the stuff with my two brothers. Okay, so Gray Roses and Leon, we'll go get you guys, and then Redcap. But
before you do that, I just need to say I'm going to log off.
Okay, well, it's good hearing from you. And if you need to talk to us later, just shoot me a message.
We love you.
Yeah.
Bye, Robert. Bye, everyone.
Yeah,
We
because
love
I know
you.
you're an hour ahead of us, so it's getting late. Well, get some good rest.
Bye bye.
All right, and so
Take care.
yeah, gray roses. Yep, there we go. Okay. Gray roses. Education is the ability to meet life's situations. School of life.
Yep.
It's the first thing that came to mind. Is education is the ability to meet life's situations. So I get the sense if you were worried about something to do with education, this might be their way of saying don't. It's not about the grade. It's about what you're able to do with
Right.
the wisdom you gain.
Right.
Hopefully that makes sense. So education is the ability to meet life situations. And now for Leon, this is your first time here, so you're interested in getting a divination, and here we go. And it says, Leon, it says, don't stop now! Exclamation point. Just 3 words. Don't stop now.
Wow, dude, whatever it is.
Leon, your fortune says, don't stop now. So yeah, that's pretty short but pretty powerful. Okay. And Dakota also, I see. And if Penguin, don't worry, if we run out, I've got a box in the back of the room here, so I can get more if there's enough, if we run out. Yeah. Sounds talk, fix the things. Redo, keep the household moving. Okay, yeah. All right. So Red Cap and Dakota and Penguin.
Ooh.
Red Cap. Better to better to understand little than to misunderstand a lot. So let me read it again for clarity. Better to understand little than to misunderstand a lot. And you had asked a question of, in general, you started doing some work. The sense that I'm getting is don't worry about trying to cover everything. If just for the sake of trying to, explore everything.
One foot in front of the other.
Yeah, just just work on understanding what you've got. Better to understand little than to misunderstand a lot.
Right front, back left. One step at a time.
Yeah. Okay, and so that was Red Cap, and then Dakota. I had a classmate in high school named Dakota who's like you have people that are like, totally chill hippie kind of people, and they're with. Here's another artist like me who's really gentle soul, but when I hear Dakota, I kind of think of my classmate Dakota. But, Dakota, buy things because you need them, not because they are on sale.
Ooh, now look. In other words, if you need something, get it. Stop putting off things you need.
Yeah, well, but at the same time, don't buy things just because they're on sale.
Yeah, well, buy things because you need them. But
yeah,
there's two wisdoms to that. Just because you bought something on sale, if you didn't need it, you didn't save any money.
Right.
But if you do need it, don't wait till it's on sale. Get it.
Yeah. So, okay, there's Dakota, and then Penguin. And then Oracle. Wait, oh, no. Those you're giving a list, so okay. So Penguin. There we go. Penguin, believe in yourself and others will too. Believe in yourself and others will too. You can do it. Go for it. Okay, now I'm going to scroll down. Let's see. Oh, hey, Mellows. Let's see. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's funny. I kind of thought that's what it was, Sarah, because she had the cookies, and one of them was about if you serve badly, you lose, just like in tennis. She's a server at a pub. So that's kind of the sense that I got, and that was before I scrolled down and saw the message. Okay, so Mellow. So these fortune cookies be fire right now. I'll have one too. So, it's some Mellows. Okay, I'm probably like, kind of far back here, but let's see. Okay, wow. So Storm says, okay, some truth for me. I'm currently homeless in Boston. I don't have much. I'm always wanting more. This has really helped tonight. I'm really sorry for not saying so before, but I was ashamed. Listen, you know what? Especially if you're dealing with like a disability, it is so hard.
Let me help you.
Yeah, you know what?
I can change your whole world.
Yeah.
And I can probably help you get healthier faster.
Yeah. Because that was awesome. And you said there was a term for it. You're not homeless. You're like in between or something.
Yeah, you're
temporarily displaced or something.
You're displaced. You know, that's
Something
basically
like
what it is.
Yeah, but basically that was us. Before we closed on this house, we were hotel surfing for like almost a month.
Right.
And I tell you what, I got some hella reward points from whichever group has comfort in. But it was all because, you know, that we couldn't close on the house and move into it until a certain point. But there was no place for us to stay. That was, you know, because when you have to account for a wheelchair, suddenly your options go from like this to like, you know, this or this.
Wolf, I need
Or
to speak
Storm.
to you.
Yeah.
Storm, I need to speak to you this weekend without fail.
Okay, so we're gonna have to, find a time we can get in touch with you, or just message me and let me know what's good. Since you're in Boston, I know you're an hour ahead of us, but that actually works well. I can't say this. If you're thinking it's too late, check with us first because we keep weird hours.
Yes, we do.
But yeah,
and for you, nothing is too late.
yeah. So and I think there was one other request. Yeah, Melos was okay. I've got SSDI here, and the rent is 95% of that. Yeah, in Boston. Oh my God, the cost of living up there is insane. But
I might very well be able to help you out because you're not looking in some of the right places, and there may be programs to help you supplement what you got.
Yeah. We'll help with that because that's what Darren used to do for a living. So, yeah, and you still, you know, I mean, you work for a.
I work for a civil rights law firm
that specializes in disability.
And they have the law firm I work for has basically national affiliation.
Yeah.
So there's at least one in every state in the country.
Yeah. So, you know, even though we're in one area, we can look up things.
We can hook you up.
And that goes for everybody. If you know, if you're in a situation where you need some help with something like that and you don't know who to talk to, ask us and we can probably help you find out.
Yeah.
So, and that's for here in the U.S. You know, obviously when it gets to other countries, you know, that gets a little more dicey. But you know, we'll see what we can do. So, Melos asked for a fortune, and I think that's, you know, if anybody else still needs one that I haven't covered, just let me know. And if anybody else has some prayer requests and we didn't mention that, then also mention that too. So. Oh wow, Melos, you got the same one. Don't stop now.
Wow.
Don't stop now, Melos. Which can also translate to don't give up. So I think that's been the message for a few folks. Don't give up. So. Yeah. Okay. Oh wow! Question comes to me and Leon. We got the same one. That's wow. So two twins. They got the same one.
Oh shit.
Nice. So both of you, and you know, huh?
So that one that says "Don't stop now."
Uh huh.
I've had that one taped to the main doorway of this house and my last house. Don't stop now. I've had that exact one taped to the doorway of both houses so I can see it every single day.
Yeah, it's motivation.
Don't stop now.
Well, one of my favorite quotes from Starscream from the original Transformers cartoon. He has a line about, I've taken it this far, I won't stop now. And that's one of
What is that?
my favorite lines of his. Another line of his, and I actually put this in my senior quotes in my yearbook. Time makes all things possible. You know, of course, he's thinking about overthrowing Megatron. You know, but
The don't stop now. That's a good one. That's
Yeah.
a strong one.
yes,
To it.
as I've taken it this far, I won't stop now. So that's what they're telling you: is don't stop now. So. Alrighty, guys. Yeah. So. Just what Starscream's ego needed. You know, we're in a pagan service, and we're going over quotes of his. You know, so somebody's going to have to let some of the air out in his head probably. But if anybody else has any other requests, just let me know. And I've been working on videos for the Patreon exclusive set, and so I'm going to be doing that probably for the next week. I've got a bunch to catch up on, and then I'll be taping for this month's how-to episode and stuff like that. So, that's what I do during the week. But it sounds like we got some folks we need to talk to and check on. So. Yes. And just one more prayer for everyone. We ask that you hear us, O Ra, great Lord of Yanu, and place your arms of blessing around all of those who are tuning in. Let them rejoice in your bounty, and their hearts take joy in your kindness. Tell Neat and Uwot to open their ways for them, and may you protect them with your strong arm of compassion. For you are the All-Lord, Lord of Ma'at. Holy and splendid is your name. Capri at dawn, Atum at dusk. Ra Horaketi as you rule the nine. Hail unto you, Atum. Hail unto you, Capri. You come into being upon the primeval hill. You shine forth upon the shrine of the phoenix in Yunu. You breathe out Shu and Tefnut. May the giving of these offerings endure, as the name of Atum, foremost of the great Enid, endures. May they endure as the name of Shu, Lord of Upper Menset in Yunu, endures. As the name of Tefnut, Mistress of Lower Menset in Yunu, endures. As the name of Geb at the Earth's Ba endures. As the name of Nut in the shrine of Shinit in Yunu endures. As the name of Aset in Isheru endures. As the name of Sutek in Nubet endures. As the name of Horus in Pe endures. As the name of Wajit in Dep endures. As the name of Jehuti in Kamenu endures. As the name of Ra in the Akhet endures, likewise for eternity. You have come in peace, O Ra. You have come in peace, O Aset, O Mut, O Bast, O Tawret. You have come in peace, O Yenichuru. May you go forth in peace, O Ra. May you go forth in peace, O Aset, Mut, Bast, Tawret, O Yenichuru, to every place your immortal cause wish to be. May you sail in joy in the Manjet bark, and rest content in the Sektet bark. And may you smile upon us, your humble servants. Okay, did we miss anybody?
Yes.
Oh, okay, what do you need?
prayers.
Okay. Well, what prayers do you need, Boo?
For my mom's continued healing.
Yes.
She has cancer again and didn't tell me.
Yeah, basically she said, oh, well, my tumors are shrinking.
She never told me she hadn't come back to begin with.
Right.
That and I lost a really good friend this week.
Being Christine? Yeah. Yeah. Well. Yeah. And I guess we have to ask Aset to look after your mom and help her to heal and help her to keep staying in a safe place. You know, because her trailer went through all those hurricanes that we had a couple of years ago. Her mom, Darren's mom's trailer, weathered all of them.
She weathered that trailer has technically survived 3, but she needs a new place to be.
Yeah, so.
And I don't have the wherewithal to take care of that.
Yeah, we're trying to figure that out because we're kind of faced with the choice of either take her away from everybody that she knows down there and move her up here, or let her stay down there where she knows people, but where she's in, you know, kind of a
Poor
dilapidated
living condition.
Yeah. And so what we need is, and I guess what I would pray for is the wisdom and the opportunity to break that deadlock and figure out what's a viable alternative. Is there something that we can do to help? And if so, what? Because we've been struggling with that. And so we ask for us that's wisdom. Yes, and she certainly understands, you know, a mother's love and a child's. So, Darren just wants to be a good, you know, Yunmitef, pillar of his mother. You know, that's what Horus was for Aset. And so I ask that both of them to help Darren with that. And we love our friend Christine. Christine was vocally atheist or at least agnostic. She was one of those kind of, you know, she's very proud of being skeptical of everything. Of course, when you live in Los Angeles, you end up being skeptical of lots of things because you see everything in LA. I have noticed this. And so I just ask the gods to say hello and introduce themselves, because that would probably be appropriate enough. And one thing I do have to relate is when we were at Wally's memorial, there was a point when a green beetle floated into the middle of our, you know, proceedings, because we're on the back veranda of their house. And it's just an informal thing with, you know, people that knew Wally. You know, a few voice actors were there. And, of course, Wally's wife, Christine, is talking, and this green beetle lands right on her shirt. And she said, I know that's Wally. That has to be him.
Because it probably was.
Right. Well, and of course, us being Kemetics, what's a green beetle symbolize? Or just a beetle? That's Kepri. That's it's rebirth. And also, because the word Kepri means, you know, to become, to change, to transform, and this was the voice director of Transformers, how appropriate. Even more so because there was a point where we were on Skype with him, and he had been, I was trying to send something to him to read, and my signature file was stuck at the end of the email, and in it was a quote from the Coffin Texts, where Ra is the monologue of Ra, where he says, you know, I made every man like his fellow, and I did not command that they do wrong. It is their hearts that disobey what I have said. Well, Wally starts to read that.
You read it. He
Yes.
finished it.
He read it in in that rich tone of his, and unfortunately, I didn't get a recording of that. But
Oh, that's sad. I wish you had.
oh, I know, because he had such a rich timbre, and of course, being a director, he also knew how to read, and he could read something with such color that you were hanging on every word. And he did that for us a couple of times. It was really amazing. But so think about something. He read from the monologue of Ra from the coffin text, and so then at his memorial, what happens? There's a little green beetle that shows up, and Christine, the avowed skeptic, says, "Oh, there's Wally."
Yeah, I know that's him.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So,
my ass, you knew it.
Oh yeah. So that's a thought to ponder. The power of the ancient texts. And I think that's a good point to leave off on. So, and people are sending prayers your way. And yeah. So those of you who hung in for all of that, thank you. And I hope you had a wonderful time. And Sarcastic says, "Sorry I wasn't that talkative. I'll make up for the lack of troublemaking next week." So, yeah.
I've been warned.
Yeah, and I need to get on the Discord with you guys again, especially because I got another translation of the pyramid texts, so I have the two of them.
Right.
And if you guys want to do a study of that at some point, if we can do it in the afternoon, those tend to be better for me.
Yeah.
But let's get together and do that sometime.
The late afternoon.
Uh-huh.
The late afternoon. It's an after 2 p.m. Central.
Something like that. Yeah. But in the meantime, you guys have a good week. We love you, and stay safe and well.
See you back next week.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
Yeah. Oh, we got 53 people in the Discord. Woo.
Woohoo.
Nice. All right. Thank you. Okay, everybody.